Hey everyone, and welcome. Today I'm going to get a little bit basic for the new people, the new drummers. Maybe you're just starting out. Perhaps you're just transitioning from the drum pad to the drum set. So we're going to do a few calisthenics, sort of warm-ups, push-ups, some sit-ups on the drums, just to get your brain working and get your hands and feet working together, perhaps, just a little bit. But first I'm going to have a little pop quiz for you, right? See how much book knowledge you have. Things you should know, might not know. It's for the people who have been playing. If you're new, you might not know this, but how many parts of the stick are there? And can you name the parts? Anybody? Well, if you said 3, let's name them. You got the tip here, the tip, or the bead. People might say the bead, but tip, bead. I say tip, so the shaft, and then the butt. All right, so those are 3 parts. But technically, there's 4 parts to the drumstick. This little tapered part of any drumstick is considered the neck. So 4 parts: the tip, the neck, the shaft, the butt. All right. Now, where should you hit the drum? Some would say center. Some would say off center. Some would say the edge. I hope not. I hope no one said the edge. Although you can hit the edge for a certain effect, depending on what you're playing. But the basic place you want to get that full sound, where is it? Well, it's not technically in the center. It's not off center, perhaps. It could be. What I say is when you get your drums, if you got acoustic drums, you got to find the sweet spot. That's where the sound that you like, where you think it sounds the best. Sometimes it will be in the center. Sometimes it will be off center. Sometimes that center will be a dead spot. It'll just have a thuddy dead spot sound. So your job is to find the sweet spot on the drums and then basically hit around that area. Again, this is with acoustics, because on the electronic drums, I can pretty much hit the drum anywhere. And get kind of the same sound. Whereas in acoustic, you're going to get different sounds as you move closer to the edge. So if someone says just always hit in the center, that's not necessarily correct. Okay? Find the sweet spot. Anybody know what the name of the top head of the drum is, of the snare drum? This is the batter head. What the bottom head is, I don't have a bottom head on the electronic drums, but the bottom head of an acoustic drum is called the snare head. It's where the snares are on the bottom. That's the snare head, batter head, snare head. And there's parts of the drum like tension rods and the snare strainer. I don't have a snare strainer on mine and everything. And the rim and the shell, which I don't have a shell. So anyway, there's some basic book knowledge for you. A little tip, if you're starting out, if you're playing, especially have real drums, the acoustic drums, even electronic drums, if you're using headphones and playing the music or playing drums, put some ear protection like foam earplugs or something, even cotton, whatever. If you don't have earplugs, put some cotton or something. Just in the long run, it's going to help you. Sometimes people, if you play with your head turned, like this, you're going to get this ear. If you play to this side, always you're getting this ear. So it's best to use protection, especially if you're blaring the music, you're playing the music, it's loud. So, okay, get some earplugs, put them in. It's not going to really diminish the sound to the point you can't hear. It's just going to help your being able to hear people yelling at you in the future. We're going to do a couple, like I said, some drum calisthenics. No one likes to practice. No one likes to do, the calisthenics. If you're on a sports team, you just want to play the game. I get it. You want to play the drums, but you got to do some little, dirty work along the way. You got to practice. So that's part of getting better. What we're going to do is a simple thing. Again, this is more beginner if you transition to the drum set. We're going to do a thing. We'll just keep the left foot out for now, just to show you what we're going to do with the right. We're going to play 16th notes, but we'll do it slow. So, but we'll do the bass drum on the 1. We're just going to offset the bass drum first on the 1, then on the E, and then on the and, then on the ah. We're doing 1 E and 2 E and 2 E and 4 E and after 2 bars it'll be on the E. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and then we'll repeat. Okay, so that's just kind of like doing your times tables. 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, 1 times 4. Okay, so everybody got that bass on the 1, and we'll do it, you should do it at least 4 bars each, 4 bars of each, but I'm going to do 2 bars. All right, so the exercise is this. We'll do it at this tempo right here to show you. 1, 2, 3, go. And then you'll do it again. So you just repeat that loop, okay? And I'm alternating I'm alternating right, left on the hands. All right, let's just do it with me if you can. If you're sitting at the drums or just with your hands. Here we go. Feet on the floor. If you're not at the drums. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, simple enough, maybe. All right, go at the tempo you can go. If that was too fast, right? If you're well beyond that and you want to go faster, go, because you're going to build up speed as you do it. Now I'm just going to add one more element that actually makes up the exercise or the calisthenic that I actually want to do. I'm going to add the hi-hat on 2 and 4. That's simple. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. It'll be on with the foot pedal though. Everything else stays the same, alternating with the hands. Now this is going to make your brain work a little bit. You're going to have to think, and of course it's going to have your hands and feet working together. So it sounds simple, just adding 2 and 4. How hard is that? Well, let's give it a shot. I'm going to do it at the same tempo. If you want to do it on your own, to go slow or go faster if it's too easy for you. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, we went one time through. Now, if you are more advanced and go, I want to do something a little more complicated, if you were able to do that easily, whatever, and I'm not saying it was hard, and that's not like an end-all exercise, it's just one little thing I presented to you. You can vary that up in a multiple of ways if you want to create. I want you to get creative with your exercise. Once you get it, once you, if you're starting out, I get it. You got to really concentrate on the basics and everything else. But as you go along and once you get creative, someone gives you an exercise, I give you an exercise, it's not like that's what I need to do, that's the only one. No, it's just I'm presenting one thing to you to help you perhaps get your brain working, get your hands working together, get this, there's a reason for everything as far as exercise. You go, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this thing? That's going to lead to drum fills. That's going to lead to certain fills you can do, especially when you gain speed. You're doing there's paradiddles in there. There's all kind of stuff you can do for a drum fill. You can actually take the one I just did and change it up and vary it up and come up with multiple ones. I always say that and I always do that. Instead of the hi-hat on 2 and 4, put the bass on 2 and 4 and do all the parts that the bass did, do it on the hi-hat or your second bass. I go around the drums alternating. I was alternating starting with my right hand. Start with your left hand. Go around the drums. Go around this way. Switch the bass and the snare. So instead of the snare hitting the 3 hits, 1 E and 2, you can do the whole exercise just now doing the bass part of with the 3 notes. Put a ride beat. Put a ride cymbal on. Just 8th notes on the ride. Right? All the snare parts will be at the left hand. Just real quick. Ready? Go. Well, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Please subscribe if you're so inclined. Now go have some fun. Go drum, sticks, tip, neck, shaft, butt. I'm hitting on the edge. Look. Center. Off center. Edge. Close edge. Actually, that sounds crisper right there. Then I got the four sensors right there. I don't know. That actually sounds good. I can't. I'm hitting on the edge. It sounds better to me. That's my sweet spot. I'm not going to hit it there though. That's the electronic drums. Don't hit it on the edge on your real drums. You'll hear. Got acoustic drums. Hit it around. See what the sounds are. What sounds best. Aren't we done? We're done. I said we're done. Okay. There you go. Bye.